What's going on, people? This the Bear here once again, and I want to show y'all something. It's kind of pissed me off a little bit because I bought 3 controllers for on which this is the 3rd video of me showing you the MXQ. I'll show you right here. You can't really see it, but anyway, it's an Android box. It's an Android Smart TV box. I've done 2 other videos about this. And I have a few emulators. Let me show you the emulators, by the way. These emulators you can basically get off of Google Play Store. But the best ones to get is this one, which is the NES EUM, NES.EUM. The ones that I played so far is the ones that's the best. This one here, this is for NES games. This one here is for SNES games, which is the SNES 9X EX Plus. The one here with the yellow, red, blue, and green. Okay, and the last one here, the Classic Boy, I bought the full version for $4. At first it was kind of laggy, you know, but I guess it's only certain games where it doesn't lag. But when it comes to N64 games, see this thing here, I'm going to show you this. This is strictly the NES EUM is strictly for NES games, Nintendo games. This here is for the Super Nintendo games. This here plays all kinds of consoles, all kinds. I'm going to show you right here. This is probably my best one here, but it kind of lags for N64 games, which kind of pissed me off. But let me show you this one here. And then I'm going to talk about why I'm making this video here in a minute. See, it says Classic Boy. I bought the full version. It was $4. It plays, you can see here, it plays N64 games, PlayStation 1 games, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, Game Boy NES, Sega, and Neo Geo. Out of all of these, the PlayStation 1 games, I probably will not get the ROMs for because they are way too large. They're like, some is like 400 megabytes and above. They're way too large to play on this kind of box. Once I get my Ouya, it might play on there, but as far as this box here, I know it's going to have a hard time because they're having a hard time playing N64 games, and those games are like 20, 30 megabytes. So I know if it's having a hard time playing those games, it's damn sure going to have a hard time playing PlayStation games. But once I get my Ouya, I'll see how it runs on that because that's actually a gaming console for emulators. This is not, it's a TV box. It's basically a media player. That's what it is. It's basically a media player that you can play emulators on. But this box here is not specifically for emulators. The Ouya. So anyway, let me get on to my video because I'm kind of upset about something. I have 3 controllers here. I have a N64 USB controller. As you can see, this has and sorry for the carpet, by the way, it's a little bit dirty. This has the USB for this. This is the Hyperkin. Let me show you right here. This is the Hyperkin Sega Genesis controller, okay, that I hear so much about. And then we got the regular, super generic, and I mean super generic, N64 controller, okay, with a USB. Which one of these controllers do you think plays on the Ouya? Let's first go try the NES super generic. Matter of fact, no, let's not do that. Let's do the N64 controller first. Let's do the N64, okay? So I'm going to hook this N64 controller, okay, to my box. And let me show you something. If it can go in there. Okay. Now, I have my N64 controller hooked up to my box. And guess what? It doesn't do a damn thing. Look, I'm pressing all the buttons. Okay? I'm pressing all the buttons. It's doing nothing. Nothing. It's not recognizing it. It's doing nothing. Okay? I was kind of upset because this controller was $15, by the way. This was $15. I have wasted. Taking that out. And by the way, I looked up YouTube videos on all controllers like these, and that's the reason why I bought them. This was another controller for $15. Let's do this one here, the Hyperkin that everybody keep talking about. Let's do this here. Okay. Let me plug this in. Let me plug this in here. Let me plug this. Okay. Once again, the Hyperkin. Nothing. Nothing. Why? I don't get it. I don't understand it. I thought these were all plug and play. It does nothing. Unbelievable. $15 controller. Those two right there was $30 on eBay. Those two was $30 on eBay. And I thought they was plug and play. Let's try the super generic Nintendo controller. Super generic controller. Watch this. Oh! It works for the super generic N60 Nintendo controller. How is that possible? This controller is not only super generic, it was the cheapest. This controller here, I swear on my life, this controller here was $5. Super generic $5 controller. And it works for my Nintendo box. I'm pissed. Because I wanted to play N64 games. I can't play it on my generic controller. I tried it. Can't do it. I tried it. The games on there requires more than 2 damn buttons. And more than an A and a B. I tried it on, I tried to play Nintendo games on my Sega Genesis. I tried to play Sega Genesis games on my NES controller. Can't do it. Also, another problem. Needs more controllers for play. So I'm stuck. And I tried to go to GameStop to see if they had any kind of controllers. I actually bought their GameStop controller. And even GameStop's generic controller didn't work for my Nintendo my Android box. But this generic piece of shit, this works, even though it works great, though. I'm calling it a piece of shit because I couldn't get no other USB controller to work for it. But anyway, this thing here works for my Nintendo box, and not even a GameStop Xbox 360 nor PS3 controller works. And I asked them, I said, do you have any kind of official Xbox 360 or official PS3 controllers? They said, no, we don't usually have them. I have to go on eBay and buy a controller, a 360 controller or a PS3 controller. But I bought a 360 USB gamepad, which I'm pretty sure should work for this. If it doesn't, I'm going to be super pissed off. And I bought a Ouya console with 2 wireless controllers. So I know they should work on here. But I will be playing on that Ouya, once I get that Ouya console, I'll be playing more on that than will be playing on this. It's just ridiculous how These two controllers here, $15 each, and this Hyperkin, which I heard so much about, does not play on that box. Doesn't even recognize it or nothing. N64 controller does not work. But the super generic NES controller works, and now I'm stuck playing NES games until I get that Ouya console and that USB Xbox 360 USB gamepad. So I want to ask you guys out there, and please leave me a comment below or something like that. Let me know what kind of controller, if you have an Android box, what kind of controller works for that box. Because I'd rather play N64 games on an N64 controller. I'd rather play Sega Genesis games on a Sega Genesis controller. I'm getting kind of sick of it now, but NES games on the NES controller. Now I have to get an Ouya console and a Xbox 360 USB gamepad to play these games. By the way, let me show you if I haven't shown you already, let me show you my badass collection of games. And by the way, this thing is beast. This is a wireless keyboard. This thing is beast. With a wireless mouse. $15. Well worth the money. I'll buy 2 of them just for the hell of it. So let me go and get this here. Let me go here. Show you my games. Okay, the games are stored on here. I got a whole lot of games, y'all. And you can get these games on freeroms.com. I got a whole lot of games. I'm not gonna show you the whole collection because the time's running out, and I only got 15 minutes because I had I ain't gonna talk about that. But anyway, I got a lot of games on here. So anyway, I got games for NES, Super NES, Sega Genesis, and N64 games. I want someone to tell me, please, what type, and name the brand of each controller that you bought. Name the brand. I need to know the brand name of the NES, not NES, because that's already said. Nintendo 64, Sega Genesis, and Super Nintendo. Please tell me what is the brand name that you have bought for the Android box. Please let me know in the comments, okay? So this is the bear, and I'm out. I'm playing emulators, even though I have. Oh, you can't even see it. I'm playing more emulators and ROMs than I am on my Xbox One. I'm out. Peace.